Thank you for joining us for this edition of Metrotech's MLS Insights, Types of Listing Agreements. When you're entering a listing into the MLS or filling out a listing input form, do you ever wonder, what are those listing types? What do they really mean? These listing types are an indication of the type of agreement the listing broker has with the seller of the property. Let's explore the various listing types. MLS Rules and Regulations in Section 7.01 define the various types of listing agreements that will or will not be accepted by the MLS. Wow, that's a lot of words, right? Well, let's break them down. Exclusive listings are the only types of listings accepted by the MLS. Exclusive means there's only one listing broker in the state of Texas authorized to offer the property for sale. The exclusive listing agreement means there's no question who is offering compensation and cooperation. Open, net, and non-agency listings are not accepted by the MLS since these types of agreements may have more than one listing broker or may be illegal in some instances. The most common form of listing agreement is the exclusive right to sell agreement. This is an agreement between the listing broker and the seller in which no matter who sells the property, the listing broker is owed a commission. That means regardless of who sells the property, the listing broker, the seller, or anyone else, then a commission is owed to the listing broker. The exclusive agency listing agreement is an agreement between the listing broker and the seller that gives the seller the exclusive right to sell the property themselves. If the property sells through the efforts of the seller, no other agent is involved, the seller handles the entire process, then no commission is owed to the listing broker. In the case of an exclusive right to sell with named reservations or prospects, the listing broker and the seller have agreed that if the listing is sold to a named person or entity in the listing agreement, then there's no commission owed to the listing broker. Now you ask, why do I have to disclose these types of agreements? These types of agreements must be disclosed since in both situations there could be procuring cause issues and/or commission disputes. If there's an exclusive agency arrangement where the seller can sell the property themselves, there could be a risk that the buyer could come back directly to the seller without the agents. Then, of course, there could be a commission dispute. The same concern exists for the exclusive right to sell with named reservations. There could be a situation where a buyer's agent is actually working with that person who is named as a reservation. If the property is sold to that person, then no commission is owed to the listing broker. That means a buyer's agent could not get paid either. For additional information, or if you need a listing agreement or addendum, these forms may be found in the TAR library on zip form or Instanet as shown here. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Metrotech's MLS Insights.